Hey, it's Mindy with Astrology by Love, here for Pisces Sun and Pisces Rising horoscope for April 2025. So we are starting at the eclipse in Aries on March 29th and ending at the new moon in Taurus on April 27th. So normally when I am talking to y'all about these horoscopes, I am talking about planetary actions and connections. Yes, I talk about the full moon, the new moon, but I'm mainly talking about the planets. Now, there's not a lot of days for me to talk to you about this month because so much of the planetary activity just piles up on the same days. What I did notice though when I was putting these videos together, I used Llewellyn's astrological calendar to help me with the dates and put these together. And when you look at the backdrop, what the moon is doing this month, so many of the planets are in late degrees that the moon's like super busy one day and then not doing much of anything the next. And so you can see here, like we've got the moon doing all this stuff on the 1st, hardly anything on the 2nd, tons of stuff on the 8th, hardly anything on the 9th, tons of stuff on the 10th, nothing on the 11th. And there's this emotional roller coaster taking place in the background of April that I want you to be aware of. So I don't have 3-4 hours to talk about every single moon transit. No one's got time for that. But I did want to make you aware of that energy playing out in the background. That calendar is for sale in my Amazon shop. The link is below. It's on sale for like $8 right now because we're that far into the season. But I enjoy it. I recommend it. Maybe you will too. Thank you for hanging out with me today. Please like and subscribe, and let's go ahead, jump in, and get to the horoscope. So Pisces, this eclipse is taking place in your 2nd house of finances and family values. So something is shifting, coming in. It should be a positive change. You're going to be feeling this energy about a week beforehand, and feeling it still about a week after. So this is definitely something you're going to notice. Also on April 29th, Mercury is going retrograde and enters the sign of Pisces, while Neptune, which is moving forward, leaves the sign of Pisces. So Mercury and Neptune are meeting in the sky. This is very much confusion energy that day. Beautiful energy to meditate under. We're not going to be seeing things clearly. We may as well imagine the beautiful possibilities. But do your best not to make any sort of hard decisions on March 29th. We're just not going to be seeing things clearly. This is the collective, what people are saying to you. They are probably going to mean well, but they may not be saying things clearly either. So just be aware of that, Pisces. Then on April 30th, Neptune moves into Aries. This is your financial house. So you are normally pretty direct, a little bit impulsive when it comes to your spending, kind of a boss with money. And with Neptune moving in there, you're going to start seeing your finances in more of a spiritual way. You're going to start seeing it more as that it is what it is, as opposed to it's got to be this way, it's got to be this way. This energy is moving in. It's going to be there for 13 years, Pisces, so go ahead and embrace it. This is very much a shift that you'll probably be feeling as well as everyone else on the planet. Then on April 4th, we have a lot going on. So Mars is trining Saturn. Mars is also sextiling Uranus, and Saturn and Uranus are sextiling each other. When Mars and Saturn are trining each other, this is 120 degrees. This is a friendly relationship. This is us having the energy, the want, the drive, and the desire to stick to a plan, to be organized, to see something through, to take the long road and do it the right way. However, Uranus is all up in this mix. Uranus likes chaos. Uranus isn't even about rules, wouldn't set a rule except to cause chaos. It's like rebellion and practicality coming together, and it all works out. These are friendly connections. There is going to be some drama on April 4th, but we are going to handle it well. We're going to be practical, even-minded. For you, Pisces, this drama is taking place between your 1st, 3rd, and 5th house. So this is the appearance, how you are seen in the world. This is your community, siblings, cousins. and also your children and your passion projects are coming together to be organized, chaotic, all of that, all exact, all on the same day, and that is April 4th. Then on April 6th, it's a beautiful day. So the sun is sextiling Jupiter, and Venus and Mars are trining each other. That's that easy relationship. So the sexes are getting along. This is very much grand, over the top, romantic energy. Go out on a date March 6th, Pisces. You'll enjoy yourself. The sun is in your second house of finances. You're kind of paying attention. This is part of your yearly cycle to your finances. Jupiter is in your fourth house, home, family, upbringing. This may be masculine energy, being generous with some home decor or doing some chores or something for you around the house. And then Venus is in your first house. You're looking good in photos. And your fifth house has Mars in it. So this could be some enjoyment, some fun with the kiddos, but definitely creative, fun, enjoyable energy on April 6th. Now this is fast moving energy, so it's going to move on by April 7th, but definitely enjoy the day, April 6th. Then on April 7th, Mercury, which is in your sign in Pisces, stands still in the sky and starts to go forward. So people are definitely going to be thinking about you that day. They may be changing their mind about you. Whenever Mercury changes directions in the sky, traffic's normally not great that day. Communication can also be a little bit fuzzy, a little bit unclear. Try not to make decisions on that day. Things just aren't going to be making sense. Also happening on April 7th, Venus and Saturn are coming together in the sky. So they are doing this very closely to Mercury. This is very much contract energy, but we'll be confused. We won't be seeing things clearly. So the impulse to sign an agreement or make some sort of agreement on paper is there that day. So if you have to do that, just make sure to double, triple check that fine print. That's the energy for April 7th. Then on April 12th, there is a beautiful full moon in the sign of Libra in line with the star Spica. So Spica is a beautiful star. This is abundant energy. This is joyful, lucky, positive energy. And this full moon is taking place in your 8th house. So this is the house of your partner's finances. This is other people's money. Pisces, if you are needing a loan, if you're needing help from someone that's got money, this is a beautiful day to ask for it. Actually, ask for it a day or two beforehand, and this is when it's going to come to fruition. Also on April 12th, Venus, which is in your first house, making you look good, stands still in the sky and starts to move forward. So if you've been struggling with some beauty routines, if a haircut's just not done what it's supposed to do, these issues of appearances and how people see you will kind of start to smooth out and will go a little bit smoother for you, Pisces. This is also going to help a little bit with your finances. Then on April 16th, Mercury moves into Aries. So this is your house of finances. Your mind's going to be on your money. Your money's going to be on your mind. So Mercury's going to be there the rest of the month. You're going to be thinking a little bit more poetically about your money with Neptune there. But this energy of Mercury in Aries is there for the rest of the month. Then on April 17th, Mars moves into Leo. Leo is your 6th house of health and daily routines. With Mars there, you may want to start working out. You definitely are going to have lots of energy to get stuff done throughout the day. Also on April 17th, Mercury comes together with Neptune in your house of finances. So this is confusion energy again. So try not to make any financial decisions on that day. You will not be seeing things clearly. Mercury and Neptune are together for everybody in the world. So, a lot of people aren't going to be seeing things clearly or understanding things. Just try not to make any hard and fast decisions on April 17th, Pisces, especially in regards to your finances. On April 19th, the sun moves into Taurus. So this is your 3rd house. This is community, siblings, the environment you don't really choose. It's just there, basic learning. And the sun is shining the spotlight on it. So this is part of your yearly cycle, being out in the community, thinking about hanging out with siblings. This is just part of it, and the energy's there the rest of the month. Then on April 20th, the Sun squares Mars, Venus sextiles Uranus, and Mercury sextiles Pluto, all on the same day. So when the Sun squares Mars, this affects our energy. So the Sun is in your third house. This is community, siblings, your neighbors, cousins. And Mars is in your sixth house. You're being motivated to go and get stuff done, but you're so stinking tired. You may also be triggered by a neighbor or someone while you're out running routines. Venus is still in your first house, making you look good, and it is sextiling Uranus in your third house. So maybe you get some cat calls in the neighborhood, or neighbors are doing something weird. Then Mercury is in your second house, finances and family values, and it's sextiling Pluto, which is in your 12th house of the subconscious. Your psychic abilities have been heightened recently, and you probably have a snap of knowing about what to do with your finances, some sort of instinct that crops up that day. All that energy is on April 20th. It's all fast moving. It comes exact on April 20th. We'll be done with it by April 21st, April 20th. Then on April 23rd, the Sun in your third house of community, siblings, basic learning, squares Pluto in your 12th house. You may be just severely irritated by a neighbor. You may be done with them, and there is not going to be happy thoughts towards them from you. This could be playing out with your siblings as well, cousins. But this is very much a demeaning sort of power play sort of day. Thankfully, this is quick moving energy. We will be through with it by the 24th, but that's the energy of April 23rd, Pisces. Then on April 24th, Venus and Saturn come back together in your first house. So this is you having discriminating taste, you having high standards, looking good, taking the time to put yourself together in just the right way. This is, once again, that contract energy. So if you didn't sign the contract earlier this month, it may be coming back around to be looked at. Remember to stick to your boundaries, stick to your standards. Venus and Saturn together like high morals, high ethics, like for you to get exactly what you want. And that is the energy that's there on April 24th. Also on April 24th, we are feeling the energy start to build towards what's happening on April 26th. So April 26th, Mars is opposite Pluto. So when Mars and Pluto are opposite each other in the sky, this is very much a signature of violence. So I want you to be careful that day, Pisces. Whenever you watch the news, you'll see, a bunch of morons getting angry, and, there's going to be some stuff on the news that day. Mars is in your sixth house. You may be feeling triggered while running errands. You may be getting angry. This is going to be some subconscious stuff bubbling up. You're going to be irritated and not know why. This energy, once again, comes to a head on April 26th. So I just want you to be careful. Definitely journal that day, meditate, pray. On April 27th, we have the new moon in Taurus. So this is in your third house, community, neighbors. This is a beautiful new start. However, it is frustrated a little bit by the power struggle that just took place the day before between Mars and Pluto. So just lean into the positivity of it and enjoy this new start. And so that is your horoscope for the month of April 2025, Pisces. I appreciate you hanging out with me today. Check out those links below. Like and subscribe. And I appreciate you, and we'll see you again soon.